Hi, this is Dr. Elizabeth Samantha Rothschild, Judge. You know me, putting it on blast. So, my latest tangent is about when people don't know how to do something or are incompetent, maybe something is over their head, and they refuse to escalate the situation properly or just admit that they don't know how to do something. Okay, because first of all, some things require formal education from the institutions. If there were, that's why. People say, you don't have to go to college. Well, for some things you do. For some things you do. And if that were not true, then so many people would not save up for their children's education. Undoubtedly, there's some things that go on in the processes of doing things in America which require a degree, really all over the world. So, in business, there are things that it takes a degree to know because you learn it in the classroom. And there are people that don't even have a business degree that think they know so much and they refuse to tap into that higher level to go and be elevated and enlightened. And so they're stagnating people on taking care of business. Because that's what I just went through. Everybody knows I've been staying at the homeless shelters. And so I'm not going to waste the social worker's time, 45 minutes of her time, going to speak to her unnecessarily about something that I know how to do for myself. When I get to that part where I do need the extra assistance, then that's when I tap in. Other than that, why waste her time, 45 minutes, when during that time she could be helping somebody else? I'd just be getting in the way. Okay, so I'll do as much for myself as I possibly can. Okay. Go to take care of business and someone says, you can't do that, and they don't know that it can be done, or because they can't do it themselves, they're saying you can't do that when really it's legal, it's a process. For instance, with my 501c3. I've had so much flack back about the 501c3 and the donation stipulations from people who don't know. I did not create the 501c3 tax exempt program. That's according to a program that is coded by the Internal Revenue Service. If you're smart enough to know the code, you can take advantage of it. People who don't know the code and can't even figure out how to put together a separate segregated fund political action committee want to sit up and say what can and can't be done on a 501c tax exempt that they don't even have eligibility for themselves. And so the beat goes on. So what I'm striving to do at this point, not going over people's heads, but I know I need a higher capacity of assistance. So I need something right at a high-powered paralegal into the attorney for assistance, for support. Okay, so someone doing data entry in vital check system. I told this woman, do not put it in there because we're not going to get what we need. I need a different department of vital statistics. Then when we get it all figured out, she's like, oh, well, we don't do legal. We're a church. Okay, but you just said that y'all help with this. So I came here to get help with this. You didn't say y'all just do data entry into vital check because I could do that myself. Well, we're going to pay for it. She says, ma'am, I don't need your money. I can get money to pay for this. That's not even a deal. It's the support and the assistance to get things done, to go talk to the right people, to get into the right department for who knows really what to do. Not just listening to someone be jealous and blare out what someone else can't do because they themselves can't get it done. And the whole time, I don't even need an ID for what I need to do. I have my business tax information. I know how to write a waiver so someone can get the information from the IRS. But people who do not know how to run verifications and checks want to be the ones helping. Well, then do your job. And if you don't know that that's part of your job description, why did you either volunteer or apply for this job fraudulently, saying that you knew how to do this? That is, I am on a tangent. Anyway, so that's the update on my latest tangent of rant and rave, and looking forward to conducting business in places where real business is conducted, true business, not people who just know how to handle business, because that's just really not good enough right now. Okay, and I feel like this. If it can't be done and it's so difficult, then what the hell is anybody requiring it to be and exist for? Why would you ask for someone for something that can't be done? So this lady, I just have to say this before I shut this down. She decided she was going to make Vital Check make me a birth certificate, and then she wanted to apply under an illegal name. And I'm telling her, no ma'am, I'm not doing that. You asking me to commit fraud. I thought y'all said y'all helped. That's crazy. And then they want to run their little information funnel and call from one place to the next. Ma'am, I said sensitive information. Why in the world would you get on the phone and call somebody and tell them to talk about anything, or to try to goat me a message and be on the perimeter talking for me to overhear, when none of what you're saying applies to where I am with it? Crazy. So finally, I'm just like everybody. First of all, second of all, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. You so worried about a case with me that you're preventing me from getting done what I need to get done. Get out of my way. You don't make decisions in my life. I just asked you to do your job that you claim that you know how to do, and you haven't done. You know, that's where I am with it. People, and it's a nuisance. Because I'm like, I wasted 45 minutes today. For at the end, it was two ladies, and one of them, she was trying to help, and the other one kept shutting her down and kept shutting her up. And after this lady that was being overbearing went through the process and totally got told off, you know, I had to set her straight. I'm trying to coach you here because you don't know what you're doing. The other lady who kept trying to interrupt and talk finally came running to me at the end. God bless her. And she said, ma'am, this is the information you need. To a legal clinic. I could have got that in the first 5 minutes if the overbearing person wouldn't have kept telling her to shut up. If the overbearing person wouldn't have kept over-talking her. See, that's the lady that knew what she was talking about. She knew they couldn't help me, and she was ready to tell me that and send me on my way with the happy information so that they could help more people. But no, this overbearing person, because she's got a job, feels like she can open her mouth and let anything fall out. I said, this is crazy. I thanked the lady at the end. I said, thank you for giving me the good and proper information. Made the phone call, and it was the right place. And they said they know the next step of the process. If what I need done, they don't do. See, it's a process to getting things done sometimes. Sometimes you can't do it all in one place. And guess what? Even though Rome is in one place in Italy, it wasn't built overnight. You all be blessed.